Video, I'd like to discuss a product enhancement that we spoke of before and discuss some of the challenges relating to it. So I'm a salesperson. I have an email lead and I want to use Video Lead Responder to follow up with my customer. So I choose the app, I log in, and in this example, use video from inventory. This particular customer is looking for a RAV4. So when I log in, I'm going to go ahead and search for RAV4. Of course, I could have used the stock number if I was going to use a specific RAV4. I'm just going to choose this one. Let it download from the server. Go ahead and just throw in the customer's information and save. So this is where the discussion begins. I now have the option of creating an introduction to the customer. And what I did with Gary Frederick was we did like 5 different introductions. Thank you for your interest in the RAV4. Thank you for your interest in the Toyota Camry. And then I loaded those onto his iPhone. And it works okay, but there's a couple challenges. When Gary goes to choose intro here, and he goes video from library and uses a video from right here, you can see that he has 5 different RAV4 videos already on his camera roll, or my camera roll at this point. So it makes it difficult to know which one is the actual introduction of the 5. Now I can assume it's the 18-second one, because that's what an intro is. It's very short and to the point, and that the other 5 are other videos I sent out to customers. So it's not as difficult when there's 5 of them. I can determine the 18-second one is the right one. But if I had 10 or maybe 15 or even 20 of them on here for RAV4s, Camrys, Corollas, it makes it a little bit more difficult to determine which one is the template. In addition, when the user needs to clear off videos to clean up space on their phone, they may inadvertently delete their intro, and then they've got to start over reloading it from their other sources. So what I did with Gary, in order to prevent the latter from happening, and also to make it easier to determine which videos are the intros, is I created an intro album on his iPhone, which is down here, and I added the one RAV4 intro. You can see here. Now that does make it easier for Gary to determine which one to choose, but in this example I only have one, so it's very easy. But if I'm a Toyota salesperson or a Nissan salesperson where I might have 20 different products, that means I'm going to have 20 different intros. So I still have to try to determine which of the 20s is the right one to choose. And that makes it even more difficult, because now we've got to manage each user's album on their phone, or assume they know how to do it themselves, which is a big expectation. So the third alternative, and we've talked about this before, is setting the system up so that the system already knows that Gary chose a RAV4 when he selected the vehicle, and therefore when he goes to save and gets to this screen, the intro is already pre-filled with his pre-recorded intro. That is, AutoZone Video would say, essentially, Gary chose a RAV4, therefore we're going to automatically populate his RAV4 intro, which would be right here. All of that would have to be done through the user's account in the dashboard. So when we onboarded Gary, the day we onboard him, we could go by and do intros on each vehicle. Just have him walk up to him, take about 30 seconds of vehicle. Hi, I'm Gary. Thanks for your interest in the RAV4. Hi, I'm Gary. Thank you for your interest in the Camry. And then load those into the dashboard and assign them a tag such as RAV4 intro, Camry intro. And then Fabio would write the code on the back end to be able to auto-populate it to the dashboard. Now, the main reason I think this is a huge win for us and for the users was the results of studying Gary Friedrich and Rodney Potter's results. In 2017, Rodney sent out almost double the videos of Gary Friedrich. So you'd think he'd have better results than Gary, but that was not the result. Gary actually had better results with less videos, and the main difference between Gary's videos and Rodney's videos is Gary did an introduction on each one of his videos. Rodney never did an introduction. He just sent out the pre-recorded video. In some cases, Gary used a pre-recorded video, such as the one I'm talking about. In other cases, he did a selfie. But in all cases, he did an introduction. So I believe there's big value in having a quality introduction, and if we can make it easier for the user to automatically have an introduction assigned, I think we're going to find out the users are going to get a better finished result. So those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.